Welcome to Iron Latest Tai Chi. Today we're going to do the Shibashi 2 form. It's a follow-on from the first Shibashi form. Some of the moves are a little bit more complicated, a little bit more challenging, but still pretty simple, and if you're reasonably coordinated, you should be pretty good with most of these moves. I always tell people before they do this move, there's two moves in this form which have a curtsy lunge step, which is this kind of step back and across and sink down. Okay, if you've had a hip replacement in the last 18 months to 2 years, you must not step back and across like this because you can potentially dislocate your hip, okay? So if that's you, you can modify it to go straight back, or you can modify it to just bend. The other thing is, unless you do a lot of bending, squatting, and are quite strong in the legs, when you do either version, you shouldn't go too low because you can damage your knees if you're not careful, okay? So you want to just make sure it feels like you're comfortable. If you're very strong, you can go quite low. If you're not so strong, you don't want to go quite so low, okay? And when we get to those moves, those two moves, I'll let you know, okay? So we start, just making sure I've got enough room to step back. Again, pretty much feet fairly close together, and thinking about our little Tai Chi symbol, which I've got here on the front of my shirt here. It's got a circle around it. If we think about the empty circle, we're just empty. We're still, undifferentiated. No heaviness, no lightness, no stretch, no compression, just everything feeling the same. And then within that, we allow our right leg to become very heavy, to become very yin. All our body weight sinks into it. Once that happens, our left leg feels nice and light, and it's easy to step out with it, out to shoulder width. Okay, then we feel back to the empty circle again, even. Then we're going to use our breath. A breath in to feel lightness in the body, breath out to feel heaviness sinking down to our feet, and with our breath in, drawing up and opening here. We want to open from here to here, shoulders back a little bit, peacock spreads his tail. Breath out, knees are bending. Breath in, legs straightening but not locking. Again, opening the chest first, palms out so you can feel a spiral stretch. See if you can feel like the move is flowing from your feet all the way up your body to the middle of the chest, then from the middle of the chest out, through the shoulders, out to the arms and the fingers. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you sink down. And we'll make this one last one. The bottom of this one, bring your palms together to heaven circles the earth. Breath in as we draw up. When you get to about the base of your ribs, if you keep going, your shoulders will pop up and tighten and your neck will disappear like that. Okay, so we want to at that point our fingers up. As we do that, we feel the shoulders settle. Stretch out to the front, breath out to sink. Knees bending there, breathing in as we come up, pointing the fingers up, keeping the shoulders low and relaxed all the time. Okay, next one is called Willow Branches in the Wind. I'm going to turn around for this one, it's easier to follow from behind. When your hands get down to hip height, let them separate and come by your sides. And then we're going to take our weight into our right leg and we're going to take a breath in as our arms come up. As they come up, not straight and stiff, bendy, like willow fronds, okay? And we take a step to the left, arms sink down, upper body turns to the right. Arms come up. Breath out, arms sink down, weight drops back. Breath in, arms come up and the upper body is turned to the left. Let the turn of your body guide the movement. Arms are just an extension of the body going where the body tells them to. Okay, same again, last one. This time, as our arms come back, we're going to step in. We keep the body turning, so fairly strongly turned left there. We turn to the right. We step out to the right, and as our weight comes forward, let the body unwind and it will want to turn to the left. Breath out as we sink down with the arms, breath in as we come up and turn to the right. Okay, make this one last one. And then back to centre, stepping in, palms facing each other, ready for needles to the bottom of the seat. We're going to dip down into our knees and we're taking an empty step. So empty step means no weight, and we're going to do like a little hip curtsy. So our hips go back and down, so this front foot is still light, okay? Pointing down towards the heel, then out towards the toe. Breath in as we come up. We step in, we drop our weight into that left leg, extend the right toe. Breath out again, hips dropping in and down and back. Breath out as we sink down, point to the heel, then out to the toe. Breath in as we come up. If you like to, you can imagine as you do this that you're pushing energy down the back of your leg and then along the sole of your foot, and then you're drawing it up the top of your foot, up the front of your leg, back into the lower belly. And then with the breath out, you're pushing the energy back down the back of the leg, along the bottom of the foot, and drawing it up the front of the foot, back up into the lower belly again. Okay, same again. Breath out, pointing down to the heel to push the energy down the back of the leg, then out along the foot. Breath in to draw it back up the front of the leg, and breath out again, down the back of the leg. In, back to centre. Extend the arms out so they're pointing out towards your right. Okay, we've got left hand at face height, palm towards me, right hand at about hip height. Imagine you've got this on someone's neck and this on someone's hip, and you're turning to push them across. This one's called casting the nets. Then we bring the right one up, left one down. So this right one's up on someone's neck, left one's on their hip, and we're turning the body to push them across. Same again. Left one about face height, right one about hip height. Okay, make this one last one. This next one I'm going to do has the curtsy lunge step in it, and again I'm just going to turn around so it's a little bit easier to follow from behind. So we're going to relax our arms down. We bring them up and over. As we bring them up and over, we form points with our pointer finger and middle finger, thumb holding the ring finger and little finger in, up and over, turning the body. When we're at shoulder height, we turn, bring our points across, and here we can either do a little dip into the knees, or we can step straight back, or we can go back and across. And then we extend the fingers. Hands come back down, we step in, up and over again. Form the points, turning the body to the left. Once we're pointing to the side, we turn the body to the right to bring the weight across and the points across. We sink down into the knees, or step back, or back and across. Extend the fingers, back to centre again, up and over. Form the points. Down to shoulder height, turn the body to bring them across. Sink down, or step back, or back and across. Extend the fingers, back to centre, up and over. Form the points again, down to shoulder height, turn the body to bring the points across, sink down, step back or back and across. Okay, back to centre, hands onto hips for kicking heels, or mischievous boy kicks his heels. We're going to raise our left knee, we're going to bob down into our right, and kick our heel down with our toe, point it up to the heel as strongly as we can so there's a stretch on the back of the leg and then a little bend from the hip. Bring the knee back up, drop it down. Same again, right knee comes up, bob down into the left, kick the heel down, bend, and again there's no weight in this front leg. Raise the knee back to centre. As you're doing your little bend, think about this point here, almost like this point here is being pushed back. So instead of bending in the middle of the back and caving in, the spine stays nice and straight. Okay? Same again. Kick the heel down, toe is pointed up, bend at the hip. This point here feels like it's being pushed up. And one more to each side. Bobbing down into the right leg, kick the heel down, bend at the hip. And last one. Back to centre. Going into saluting the moon. This one also has the curtsy lunge step. So again, you can either just bend into the knees, or you can step straight back, or you can go back and across, and then breath in to come up and over. Okay, so whichever of those three is more comfortable for you, make sure you don't overdo it. So just a bend, or a step straight back, or back and across. Try and keep the hands going in one flowing motion so they don't stop. Okay, so hands keep going. And we've got the breath in as we come up and over. We've got the breath out as we sink down. Okay, back to centre. Last one. Ready to push the dragon claws. Dig your fingers in like they're claws. Pull them into fists. Pull the shoulders back. Keep the shoulders pulled back as you push your claws to the front. Dig your claws in. Drop the body weight to drag them down into fists. Shoulders back. Keep the shoulders back. So this is a resistance exercise. The muscles in your back are pulling the shoulder back as your arm pushes forward. So it feels like there's an effort to push forward, and then you let it go. And so breath in as we come up and as we do the first part of the push, and then breath in, and then and again. I'm only breathing loudly so you can hear. It's ideal to actually breathe quietly if you can. The bottom of this one, separating hands, stepping out to the left into a wide horse stance. Archer draws the bow. Crossing hands, breath in as we come up, turn the palms towards me, turn the body, breath out to draw a bow out to your left. So your left palm is towards the left wall, so like you're trying to touch it on that wall. Your right elbow stretching back like you're trying to touch it on the other wall. And the fingers of this left hand are pointed straight up. And then a breath in, push the walls apart. Keep the elbows a bit bent so you feel stretched but not stiff. Breath out as you sink. Breath in as you rise. Palms out, turn the body. Breath out, let the knees bend, draw the bow. Still a little bit of bend in the elbow. And then push the walls apart. And then, again, breathing quietly if you can, but clearly breathing in, breathing out as we sink and draw our bow, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in as we come up and turn the palms, turn the body, breath out, sinking, drawing the bow. Breath in, rising, pushing the walls apart. Breath out, back to centre. Rolling your two middle fingers in so they touch your palm if you can. Pinky finger and pointer finger extended. Put your thumb on those middle fingers to hold them in for twin dragons to emerge from the sea. Okay, so twin dragons come up out of the sea. We turn them over. We take a step, left foot out towards the corner. And with this soft bit between our thumb and our forefinger called the Hergu point, we massage over our kidney. So we're lining up the kidney point with that energy point on the hand, and we stretch back as far as comfortable, spiral the arms to turn them over, let them swing, rock the weight back, turn them over. Same again. Diving down into the sea, weight comes forward, and then they emerge from the sea, weight comes back. One more time towards this corner again. Massaging over the kidneys, stretching back as far as comfortable. Spiral the arms so the palms face down, let them swing. As our weight comes back, we step in and we turn. Same towards the other corner, stepping at about a 45-degree angle. Hergu points here between thumb and forefinger, massage over the kidneys, stretch back. Turn the arms over so the palms are down, let them swing. As they come up, we rock our weight back, turn them over, and then diving down into the sea again. Stretching back, turning over, emerging from the sea. We'll go one more time. And extending fingers, step back into about shoulder width. Lifting our left toe, we're going to turn to push into the wave. So pushing, leaving the arms extended. Lift that left toe, turn arms, body and toe all together. Drop that left toe down, lift the right toe, continue to turn. Draw the hands in and push. Toe up. I like to imagine here that there's a millstone and my belly is the centre of that millstone. The edge of it is here and I've got my fingers on it. I turn it, lift my other toe, keep turning. I pull my grain into the centre of that millstone, and as I put my toe down, I push my grain out to the edge of the millstone again. Then I leave my fingers on the edge of it. I raise my toe, I turn the stone, my body, hands and foot, other toe, I draw the grain in, and then I push again. And then I have my hands again on the edge of that millstone, turning that millstone, the centre of which is right in the centre of my belly. Pull the grain in, push it out to the edge of the millstone again. And then toe up, turn, lift the other toe, the right toe, draw the grain in, put the toe down, push the grain out. Back to the centre. Ready for Jade, ladies, work the shuttles. This one's a little bit tricky. See how you go with this. Right hand on top of the ball, left hand under. As we draw the left hand in, we want to turn the body this way a little bit to wind it up a bit. And then we're going to take a step and we let the body unwind. Left hand comes up, turns a bit palm out, and then it just turn of the body. We'll take this shoulder and this arm back, this shoulder and this arm forward. And then we unwind, back to centre. The left hand is now at the top. We step in. We bring the right hand and the right foot in, so the right hand's at the bottom of the ball. And again, we take a step, and we bring the right hand up, turning the palm up. And again here, this right shoulder is forward, left one is back. When we turn, that right hand will come in by the head, the left one will go out towards the corner. If you let your arms follow your body. Back to centre. So this one's really good for building up awareness of if you're fighting your own body or if you've got that ability to allow your body to lead and your arms to follow where it's comfortable. Okay, same again. And after this one, I'll do one to each side with my back to the camera because a lot of people find it a lot easier when I'm not being a mirror. Okay, so back to centre. So this one, we've got our right hand on top of the ball, left hand under. We've got weight in the right foot, left toe is on the ball of the foot. We take a step left, left hand comes up, turns palm out. The turn of the body brings that left hand in near the head, extends the right hand out near the corner. Then our body unwinds, take a step back in, weight into left foot, right toe on the ball of the foot, right hand comes up, turns palm out, and then the turn of the body will bring that right hand in by our head, left hand out to the corner. Back to centre, ready to hug the moon. Nice big breath in, coming up, turning your upper body to the left, open really wide, and then heavy, sinking, contracting, very yin, light, rising, expanding, very yang, sorry. Breath out. Try and feel this bouncing up from your feet, up through your body, out through your arms to your fingertips, and then back to centre. Okay, same again. Breath in and breath out. One more to each side. Breath in and breath out. Last one. And we're going to lift our left toe, turn it to the corner, put the weight into it, and as our weight goes into it, our back heel, our right heel comes up. Float our phoenix wings up, breath in, Breath out as we sink, leaving our weight here in this left leg. We turn the right one, drop our weight into it. Once our weight's into it, this left one at the back will follow. Breath in as we come up, breath out as we sink, leaving the weight where it is, then turn. And again, try and feel like this comes up, your leg up your body, then up your arms, up to your fingers, then it sinks back down the body, pressurizes into that right foot and then springs back up again. And then it compresses down a little into the left foot, rising up again. Last one. Okay, back to centre, straighten your feet up, form fists with both hands. We're going to massage below our ribs, over the kidney points, stepping out to the left corner to box tigers. Nice round here, not straight and stiff, round, shoulders are not stretched forward, they're just relaxed. And then turn them up, step in, massage. Blade of the hand first, then knuckles, then her goo point here and here over the kidney points. And stepping out, boxing tiger's ears. Let them unwind, step back in again, massage blade of the hand, then knuckles, then her goo point, and then box tiger's ears. Nice and round. Almost like when you're doing the box of tigers, it's like there's a tree trunk or a ball in front of you, and you're trying to go around that ball and hit your fists together on the other side of it. Okay, one more to each side. Again, blade of the hand massages, then knuckles, then her goo point, and then box tiger ears. Extend fingers, press down, step back to shoulder width, circling chi at the dantian. Nice big circle. Imagine you're spinning a disc around your body, so it's going around the back of your body, around a line, round just below where your belly button is, perhaps an inch below your belly button. And you're circulating that disc around the body. When we're getting close to the body, this time we'll go back the other way. Same again, spinning that disc around the body, a disc of energy or a feeling of pushing the energy around that line, around the lower body. And when you come back to centre, gently press down, breath in to come up and over for balancing the chi. Hands up above the head, palms down, breath out to press down. Breath in to come up and over. If you like to, as you do this one, you can imagine your left hand is scooping up a small cold moon representing the yin. Your right hand scooping up a small hot sun representing the yang, and you blend them together into a warm glowing ball representing perfect balance of yin and yang. You push that down through the crown of your head, down through your body, and then you scoop up again. Cold in the right, cold in the left, hot in the right, blending them together into the warm glowing ball. Pushing that feeling of perfect balance and calm down through the body, and then same again. Okay, we go just one more time. And this time we're going to push that ball into our centre, into the dantian. For women, right hand comes onto the dantian just below the belly button. My belly button is here. Men, left hand first, other hand on top. If you're comfortable with your eyes closed, close your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your breathing. Try and feel like you're breathing into that point that's about 2 inches in from where your palms are. Feeling like there's a ball filling there with each in-breath, compressing with each out-breath. Put a smile on your face, breathe the feeling of that smile in, allow yourself to enjoy the feeling of that smile, especially if there's any resistance to enjoying it. That's when we most need it. And each out-breath, allow that feeling to compress and store in that little ball right in the centre of our belly. you're ready, relax, hands down, open up your eyes, have a little shake out, give the whole body a jiggle. And thanks very much, guys. And if you like the video, please do like, subscribe, share it. And if you're interested in making a donation, I have been a full-time Tai Chi teacher. Now I run no classes because of coronavirus. Any contribution can help a lot. Okay, thanks very much, guys.